welcome back to another episode of the DW Pod. We didn't forget, just been on a mini hiatus. A lot of things have happened. One, we wanted to let you all know we got the Big Dog Al back with us.
Big Dog Al's
Let's
back.
go ahead and give it a clap. Did you get rid of that on the soundboard?
There we go.
Thank you. John is no longer with
But he's still with us.
You have to press pause on the clap.
Press pause.
John is no longer with us. He has moved on
Rest in peace, John.
to another job, but it is like he's dead to us. John did not once message us to go to the fair like he always does, so that's when I knew he's now becoming bougie.
No fair food in 2022 for the boys.
And I love some fair food, but I did hear it was not.
I did not hear really any positive feedback from the
None whatsoever.
the state fair.
They were saying one of the best things there was still pork on a stick, and we tore that up last year. Amazing. Really greasy, though. I think it gave me heartburn. Ben, how are you doing, good friend?
Well, I'm doing okay, but I didn't even get an introduction from you.
Yeah, Ben's the producer.
You
now.
just said John is gone.
And
you didn't even say
replacing John is our native Tennessee fan, Ben Dover. Ben, how you doing?
For the record, my last name is not Dover. But I'm doing fantastic.
Ben, just
Past
go
couple of
along
weeks have
with
been
it.
a blur for me.
Why is that?
Some exciting things been happening.
Oh, you got married?
No.
Engaged?
Just on the football scene.
Oh, okay.
Some exciting things for Tennessee fans.
Well, it's been a
I'm
long
not going
time.
to go into deep. I'm not going to go in
Well, I mean, no,
any further for that.
Do what you got to do, man. This is one time in 16 years.
Seriously, I mean, this is your opportunity.
Yeah. Go ahead, say what you got to say. Look,
I mean, all I'm saying is that it's just a fantastic year for Tennessee. Hopefully we keep it going. We beat Georgia, go to the SEC championship, and get a rematch of Bama.
Who you play this weekend?
Wow.
I want a rematch of Bama.
You are the first
So
Tennessee fan I've heard say that.
I want a rematch of Bama. So everybody that's saying, "Oh well, it's just a fluke," it was the rest.
I don't think it's
Let's
a fluke.
see them back in Atlanta again on a neutral field, and hopefully Tennessee just stomps them again.
Okay, well,
what about
you didn't
Kentucky
just stop
this
us the
weekend?
first
You-
time.
I mean,
you
yeah,
looking over
we got Kentucky this weekend,
Yeah.
and we got to get past them.
And
That's not
you
a bad
didn't
team
stomp
right
us the
there.
first
Looking
time.
ahead.
We didn't stop. No.
Looking
guy
ahead.
Stomp.
Yeah, stomping like you just beat the brakes off of it. Now, you can't blame a game on the refs.
No, absolutely not. I hate
Because
it when
a
people
lot
do
of
that.
things happen, but they didn't help. You know,
They certainly didn't help, but the people that go running their mouths saying, "Oh, the refs, they're cheat." No,
No.
that's ridiculous. That's
Like
what
this-
makes Alabama fans look bad. Those type of people.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this: I hope it happens. We do get to play out on a neutral field. Yeah, I mean,
That's a difference maker.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
Neyland Stadium, give them the credit.
listen,
I was
said
there.
So.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was there.
I said that
stadium
damn
was
hillbilly
loud.
barn's about to be rocking.
The garbage truck working convention, man.
mean-
I mean, that's
Y'all have never been to that stadium, have you?
Well,
It is
no,
a
I've
nice-
seen a
it's
no
trash
desire
can.
to go there.
It's a nice stadium.
I've seen a trash can before. I don't need to get to it. One that can hold 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
think
bet
it's
it's-
102.
God, I bet it smelled awful.
Apparently, it only is built to hold 90.
I can believe
and they
it.
cram 102 in there.
You
yeah,
try
for
to
sure.
tell a
Oh.
bunch of hillbillies they can't go
Right.
to a convention.
I'll tell you what, in that yellow, that just, ugh.
Yellow.
It's yellow.
What color is it?
It's not orange.
It's piss orange.
It's orange.
It's puke
It's not
inside a pumpkin
It's not a eye-pleasing orange.
It
but it's
is
orange.
holy shit. I'm dehydrated. Yellow. if you're pissing, that got Alex good. If your piss is the color of Tennessee orange, you are dehydrated. Might need to be hospitalized. But honest to God, Ben, I'm not happy for Tennessee, but I'm happy for you. You get to experience some joy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, this is the first time in my lifetime I've
But
seen
then it stops.
Talk about Tennessee. If y'all talking about some design work, have y'all seen that the blackout that they're going with to
I have.
Kentucky?
It just looking
What do y'all
up.
think?
So from what I saw, y'all's history with the black jerseys is fairly recent.
Yes.
It's just
Well,
one
it's not
and one.
actually. It's not fairly recent. Like back in remember Eric Berry?
That's what I'm
Eric
saying.
Berry years?
2007, 2009.
Yeah,
You
they won
skull
then.
drug South Carolina,
Yeah.
but then you didn't get whooped, but you got beat by LSU wearing them in the SEC championship, correct?
I don't think we would have worn black in an SEC championship.
My research, y'all lost to LSU, right?
Yeah, we lost to LSU, but we definitely did not wear black.
Well, then my research is wrong.
They wore the black jerseys last year against South Carolina again.
Did they?
Yeah, at home.
How'd
But
y'all
they
do?
had the white.
We won.
The helmets were white.
Yeah, they were white with like an orange and black stripe.
Oh,
It was terrible.
God.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great helmet.
Did
But this black
a
one,
2-year-old make up that combination?
this black one looks fantastic.
It looks good, and it looks so much better than their normal uniforms. They should just stay with it.
Yeah. I like their Smoky Mountain uniform.
It's
Yeah, it's
okay.
great.
I think it gets way too much hype. I like the black.
I think
it's a good one.
if you let that dehydrated piss orange be your secondary color,
Absolutely.
it's not bad.
Absolutely. It's still bad. Don't get me wrong. It's still terrible. But as your secondary color on a black uniform, it pops. It looks a lot better.
Ben, I got a good question for you, dog. What is your prediction for the score?
For Tennessee, Kentucky?
Yeah, Ben. Or something else we've been talking about. The worst.
Tennessee's offense is, I'm sure you know, is fantastic right now. And the Kentucky's defense is not.
Dude,
They're
please.
they're just mid.
I don't want to ramble about how much of that offense is.
It's the best in the country, and there's no debating.
Listen, it's the return of Gus Malzahn.
There's two teams
Yeah.
that you can debate to be number one, and it's Ohio State and Tennessee, and there's no other team to debate it with. But anyways,
Listen, once it comes out how to stop that offense, it's a wrap. It's nothing but Malzahn's.
nobody's come up with it yet.
It's going to come though. It's sports.
Oh, I don't know. I've been waiting for it to come at some point, but
I need to have
it's
it.
not happening right
If
now.
we do play again, God, I pray it's out. I'm hoping for Kentucky
Could
to show.
potentially play 2 more times.
They wouldn't
At
do that.
playoff, no.
It could potentially happen.
They
if
would.
Tennessee wins out, if Alabama wins out,
And then Alabama wins.
They play in the SEC championship. Alabama wins.
They both
Do
get in the
you put a
playoff.
one-loss Tennessee in over, say, undefeated TCU?
Yes.
No,
You
not
have-
this year.
No, you have to put TCU in
Over a one-loss Tennessee who's
Yeah.
beat Alabama and Georgia.
because everybody's gonna riot.
I don't know. You're right.
They don't.
But no, TCU, they won't if they're undefeated.
If it's a
They're-
close SEC championship game.
yeah, very true.
TCU won't win out though.
Who do
In
they
my
have
opinion.
left? Do you know who they have left?
I'm not sure. Who
I
they
did
have
not
left,
look
but,
at TCU's
but their
schedule.
schedule is tough. They don't. I mean, I
You
don't think
know-
they can win out.
Ohio State, Michigan, one of them is going to knock
Right.
the other one out
And
if
it's-
somebody else doesn't knock them off.
So TCU has West Virginia, Texas, Iowa State, Baylor, Texas Tech. None of those teams are ranked.
I see Baylor.
Yeah.
They can slip up at Baylor or West Virginia.
But
Texas,
there's a certain point to like when you really start believing in the season while playing. To where these they have plenty of games where they can lose. Like Texas Tech, granted they beat Texas. Texas is overrated. They
Yes.
just played Bama like I've never seen before. I don't know about Texas. What game are they going to give you? Are they going to be week 2 Texas? Or are they going to be the team that just lost to Texas Tech with their
and
amazing
Oklahoma
quarterback?
State.
Huh?
And Oklahoma State with their amazing quarterback.
Oh, so they'd have they played?
They lost to Texas Tech with their backup, and
My
then they
bad,
lost
I'm
to
thinking.
Oklahoma State with their 5-star quarterback.
Well, hopefully he'll be transferring to Bama after next year because he can't exist with the Manning kid coming into Texas.
yeah, that's
They
going to be a
both
tough
can't.
situation.
He's good. Now I don't know how good he'll be with Billy O'Brien calling plays.
Oh, this is it for Bill. This is
Hey,
it.
Nebraska. Who else needs a coach?
Yeah.
Get him. Dude's a
Auburn's
stud.
probably going
Auburn.
to need a coach.
Actually, if he does,
Texas
go-
A&M's probably going to need a coach.
You think
They're
they'll
not
fire
buying
Jim
out.
Bob?
They're not going to buy out. It's a buyout
They-
for like $88 million.
95. Or is it
Listen,
down?
It's gone down a little bit. For, after
But you don't understand that oil money. Like for some reason, they don't believe in the process. They just want to buy now and win now.
Their record,
It's never
his
had
record
works.
is the same as
Kevin Sumlin.
Kevin Sumlin's. It's the same point.
And Kevin Sumlin did it with way less recruiting.
Right. Well, he also had Johnny Manziel.
I don't know if Johnny
Gave him
Manziel was
a lot
that
of
damn
wins.
good. I give
He wasn't
more,
good in
I give
college.
it more on Mike Evans. Some of that stuff was fluke, unlike the Tennessee game. Well, besides an idiot muff punt or whatever it was. Ben, please move us on because I will talk about football for at least 2 hours.
Oh yeah, football. Football's great. You know what else is great in
What?
the fall?
What's that?
Halloween.
Absolutely.
yeah.
What do y'all think is the best part of the Halloween experience?
You go first, Al.
This is a tough question for me because Halloween is probably my favorite holiday. Scary movies probably going to take number one just because I love watching scary movies, but I also love scaring people. And so, that's kind of a tradition at our household is dressing up and scaring the children. So scary movies, scaring everybody. That's probably my 2 favorite parts of Halloween.
I am huge on trick-or-treating. Not
you trick-or-treat
No,
now,
I still don't.
Okay.
But I will put out food or candy for the children. I'm not big into trunk or treat or anything like that.
Trunk or treat is terrible.
Well, I mean, all these
I don't like
people who
trunk or
do
treating.
it, they bring up, how fun trick or treating was as a kid, but then they're not doing it. Yes, you have to check your kids'
It's
candy.
gotten dangerous out there.
You have to check your kids' candy. You got to be careful. These kids nowadays will love to do something to you and record it online, and I get it. But the fun of trick or treat, now maybe it's just gone. It's part of things aging out. Maybe there's no more walking my neighborhood with my friends, knowing like, hey, let's take the woods because the 6th graders are walking down the street. I want to lose my candy. That's part of growing up. You ever got your ass beaten, your candy taken?
No, I didn't.
It was a real thing. It was a real
Really?
thing. Yeah.
I've never heard of that. I
Well,
always seen it in
Ben,
a
that's like
movie.
some-
That's some movie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you grew up in Tennessee. You guys just went and got goat milk and took it
I
home.
grew up in the woods, so that's probably why.
Well, that's kind of how I was too. So anytime I went trick or treating, it was in another neighborhood. It wasn't my neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, the rich neighborhoods. I mean, it's legit, like y'all said, some movie stuff where the king-size bars are over here.
Yeah.
Going through the regular suburbs was like,
So
dude.
when you hand out candy, do you just set a bowl out?
Absolutely not.
So you open the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
That's
okay,
respectable.
I see what you are. But that's because it was like that for me as a kid. Granted, I can't tell you how many times somebody thought I was Fat Albert. Just because I was a chubby kid and I decided to take my mask off. That was listen. Once you get a certain size in black, they just don't even try anymore. Trying to say who you look like. Did that about get you too?
I got me.
But yeah, trick or treating's great. Like Alex said, watching a scary movie is fantastic, especially with the missus. However, they will really scare me. That's the worst part. So
Does it get to your dreams? Like you'll encounter something during the day, and then you'll have a dream at night that is related.
It's much worse for me. It gets to me there. Like, what,
You start seeing stuff.
what the hell was that?
was
Something
that
will
noise?
fall in the kitchen. Like, oh, dude, I knew I shouldn't watch Conjuring. Like,
What? Shouldn't watch what?
Conjuring.
Conjuring. Oh.
Conjuring.
Did I say it wrong?
It's just, interesting take on it. It's funny.
Conjuring.
I'll wake up in the middle of the night sometimes. I'll just at 3 a.m. And I heard in a movie one time, it's like that's like the peak hour for ghosts and stuff.
For demons?
Yeah, and I'll wake up around 3 a.m. and I'll wait and I'll be like, I'm not going to open my eyes. I feel like something is watching me, but I'm just going back to sleep. I'm not even going to worry about it.
Listen, spiritually, you can feel things.
For sure.
There's been plenty of times where I'm like, I'm turning the light on.
Yeah. Oh, I've definitely done that.
Like, I don't care what age I get. I don't care what granted, she could be right there. And then, when somebody else is, you're married. When somebody else is in the room, you do feel if something happens, it's just a closure there.
Energy.
She could be right there. It doesn't matter. Yeah. She is useless if this is actually some real paranormal activity. Let's turn that light on.
All right. Well, talking about Halloween.
Yes.
One of the best parts of Halloween, talking about trick-or-treating, the candy.
Absolutely.
That's all. We want to do a candy draft.
Nice. Who goes first?
So not just a normal candy, Halloween candy draft.
Yeah.
So
Well,
So to clarify, this does have to be the small packets. It can't be something that's.
Well, I wish I would have known that before we stepped in here.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
My bad. I'm thinking I'm going Halloween shopping the rich people side of town.
Well, if you're going Halloween shopping on the rich side of town,
So let's we'll go with what you said. That's actually more accurate. So minis.
stuff that they make in mini form. Yeah.
Okay. So going first, I got the number
But
one.
you got to think most everything that I feel like you've probably going to draft.
it has a
Come
Yeah,
in
yeah,
mini
yeah.
form.
I just want to make sure I get my
There's
number
a
one out.
specific candy that I have lately come on to, and it is the best thing I've ever had in my life. But it's not like something that you would see passed out at Halloween.
Damn, I really want to know that.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're each drafting 5. We're gonna go Thomas. Thomas got the number one overall pick, and then we're
Yes.
gonna go Alex, and then back and forth doing 5.
Are you're not getting the pick?
No.
Okay.
It's just you two.
I thought you were putting yourself in. I was like, I wasn't prepared for that, Ben.
No. All right.
So
it's just you two.
number one, I got to go with the all-time classic. It's currently been trending. I got to go with the Reese cups.
That's a great
where
pick.
I figured you would go with another more pick. In my preparation, I pretty much marked that one off. So I'm probably going to go with Snickers.
Ooh.
That's the best second overall pick you could have there.
So I like to bounce back and forth between my chocolates and my little, fruit stuff.
I'm with you.
So I'm probably going to go ahead and not wrap it up, but go with the little mini Skittles. Granted, they don't come with as many, but the little Skittles packages, that's where I'm headed next.
That's a good pick. I'm probably going to go Sour Patch Kids, kind of in the same way with you.
I've never been a fan of Sour Patch Kids.
Really?
Never. And then this just made me think of where I'm going third. What are they called? I just forgot about it because I started thinking about them. Starburst. The little two-for packs?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
You ever
dude.
get the double yellow pack?
It sucks.
Be so mad.
God, that's probably the worst one.
This is pick 3 for me.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
This is probably going to get some hate. Kit Kat.
Oh no, that is a great.
No.
pick.
I
Kit
love
Kats
Kit
are
Kat. I've heard a
amazing.
lot of hate towards Kit Kat, in other places, but I love Kit Kat.
Now, this one is just like, dude, that's so bland, but sometimes you just need to calm down. You got to sugar. It's like drinking. Been drinking a lot of tequila. I need to slow down, starting to feel it. Let's switch to beer. It's not any better really for you, but then mentally you're thinking about it. So I've taken down plenty of, Starburst, Reese's, Skittles. Let's go Smarties. Let's calm it down a little bit.
Smarties.
Let's
Oh,
go
I
to
was not
Smarties.
expecting that.
I like Smarties.
Wow, that's a curveball.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm going to go M&M Peanuts.
Okay.
Specifically peanuts.
Peanut M&Ms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I definitely prefer peanut M&Ms over.
no,
regular.
yeah, that's not even. That shouldn't be debated. And as a kid, I used to debate it all the time. And I don't. It's like my taste buds change too.
That happens as you get older.
All right, I guess. Let me see. I
This is
just
your
had
last
them-
pick?
Yeah. To close out this all-star team matchup, I reckon I'm gonna go Laffy Taffy.
I got to be honest. I'm pretty shocked by your picks. And,
Really?
I mean, it left me with more options than I thought I was going to have. So now I'm in kind of a.
Well, here's the thing. I'm using this Halloween tier list to base what I choose off of.
So I printed off a list of 100, which I gave myself way too many.
100?
on. Well, I
Oh my
figured.
God.
Yeah, I know. It's like the first one. I know.
Well, on this list, it has Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I can't name one time I saw Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
I have it. I bought a bag from Sam's.
Oh, you
that
have?
has cookies and cream. It's
So-
got the regular Hershey's, the Hershey's.
That
cookies
would
and
have
cream.
been number 2. I
Really?
still would have taken Reese's first, but number 2 would have been the Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
I think I'm gonna pick Airheads.
Damn, that's a good one.
Airheads is
Those-
actually being discontinued.
What?
No, get out of here.
It's actually being discontinued at the end of this year.
What?
don't think
What are
that's
you
true.
talking about?
It's being discontinued.
I need a
I
source.
need some proof.
Yeah.
I was told last night because I'm gonna be honest. I did this draft last night with my friends, and we had somebody vote, and I picked Airheads. I drafted Airheads, and somebody came in here to vote which team was the best, and he said, "I'm not picking yours because Airheads is being discontinued."
Well,
And I was like, "What?
are we sure this
Are you
person
serious?
isn't an absolute doofus?
No."
All right.
We're not sure.
We're-
I mean, he's from Tennessee.
There it is.
I mean, I knew y'all were gonna say that.
There it is.
Never mind.
He
You
tried
said
not to
enough.
bring it up.
It doesn't mean it's discontinued. It just means they no longer have them at the local Piggly Wiggly.
Just some others that I highlighted though, just real quick, just to see your temperature on them. 3 Musketeers.
Never have been a real
No?
fan.
No.
Lifesavers.
I was thinking about it.
And this goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Nerds rope.
Different story.
The candy that I found, dude, and if you haven't had it or seen it, it's essentially balls of Nerds rope.
I know what you're talking about. Oh no, I've tore them up. You know how much I travel on the road.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
tore them up before.
Milky Way.
Nah.
No.
What about Twix? Nobody chose Twix. I like
Nah,
Twix.
Twix is okay.
Twix is good. I didn't even highlight it on this list, although I do like a good Twix. Sweet Tarts.
Sweet
Yeah,
Tarts.
that's a good one. Bottle caps. So those same things, right?
What are
No,
bottle caps?
they're not the same thing.
Do they not taste the same?
No.
That's on me. Then my bad.
Twizzlers.
It depends. If I can peel it, hell yeah. If it's just a regular liquor,
You're one of those?
Yeah, I'm out.
Andrew. All right. Well, There's 100 on this list.
All right.
Here's a
Well,
real question for
let's-
you real quick. I know Ben wants to speed it up. So you're close to my age, 4 years behind me, 3 or 4? Just about?
I think so.
So 3 and some change.
Yeah.
Do you remember the big scare about razor blades inside of apples? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that.
did you?
Yeah, I heard
Dude, where was that a thing at? Let's be honest.
All of this stuff, man, like the edibles.
Yeah.
Check your kids' kid. Nobody's giving that out for free.
No.
That's not happening.
There's more of a chance of you getting a razor bladed apple than somebody dropping an edible to be funny.
No chance.
You're like, dude, get out of here.
Like, I know there's some evil people in this world,
Yeah.
but there's nobody giving out edibles. Now, there might be like that fentanyl stuff, or however you say it.
Yeah, that's me.
Now, that might be some legit to that, but nobody's giving out the fake, the Sour Patch. It looks like a bag of Sour Patch Kids, but it's,
Listen,
edible.
if you take your kids trick or treat and they come back with a Rice Krispie that's not wrapped correctly or a cookie,
Thrown away.
throw it away.
Yeah, those days are
And
way
here's
gone.
another thing. I wish I would go trick or treating and somebody give me a damn apple.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even find out if it had razor blades in it. I'm not eating
that thing.
He's probably
I'm not eating
throwing
no
it before you
damn
get
apple.
off the porch.
I might come. Hey, guys, we're coming back here. I'm throwing this damn
How do
apple
you even
through his
sneak
window.
a razor blade in there?
Huh?
How do you even sneak a razor blade in there? Like, you can just obviously
How do you
see
not
that it's
see
stuck
it?
in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Like, how is
Listen,
that even possibly?
Let's be
invading
honest.
past?
When eating an apple, when's the last time you 360 scoped it?
And people are stupid.
Like, you rinse it off, a quick shake. If you have a paper towel, wipe it down. You're going right in. There's no real. That really doesn't happen. Yeah. Now, the person who cut their mouth, were they an absolute doofus? 100%.
Yeah.
But still.
Giving humanity a lot of credit to think that it's not possible.
Did y'all used to have those little? So, coming up, there was a little. I want to say before I actually started trick or treating, we used to go to church on Halloween, and we would do cakewalks and stuff. I guess to keep the kids
like
out
a fall
the street.
festival type still, yeah.
Yeah. Any of y'all do that?
Not at church growing up. Now they have a fall festival at church and stuff. But my grandmother's used to work at the elementary school, and they had a big fall festival. And I always remember the cakewalk because that was like the greatest thing ever. Homemade cakes.
Yeah.
You do the cakewalk. Oh,
I was
man.
explaining it to somebody. It's like, if you land on this certain tile, you get that damn cake, and it's homemade.
That might be a North Alabama thing.
Oh, that's why we're the greatest.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben. Where you taking us?
Alrighty. Next segment. Let's go.
Damn, I just got homemade pie in my head. Can't get it out. I got pie. I'm all pie-headed.
So we're gonna go into a. Y'all talking about movies?
Yeah.
Save 2 movies.
Okay.
Like sport movies here.
All right.
So y'all have a list. You have to save 2. And we'll show this list on the screen.
Normally, these lists aren't this damn big.
This is a big list.
Yeah. And I can automatically say, I know for sure Space Jam is one of mine.
Okay.
It's really...
Okay.
I feel like that movie was such a big part of my childhood, and I'm not even a big basketball guy.
Yeah. It was,
But that was the greatest thing ever growing up.
Oh, yeah.
And to clarify, we're talking about the original Space Jam.
Yeah, not the LeBron James one.
all right, let's not blame it on LeBron. Let's just say Space Jam 2.
Let's just say that the original Space Jam was one of the greatest films ever made, and it's hard to live up to
I
that.
think I'll stick with that as well.
I probably agree with you on Space Jam, and for me, Field of Dreams.
Okay.
So here's another thing, dude.
Not
How
bad.
does White Men Can't Jump end up on this list? Just because it's about sports? Because some of these are like,
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
listen, it's good.
I don't think I have either.
It's good.
What is Youngblood?
It's good.
Is that one?
Youngblood?
Yeah, is that a main sports movie?
I got no clue. Listen, I'm not choosing Miracle. Air Bud is a meh. We Are Marshall. Longest Yard.
We Are Marshall's a good movie.
Yeah.
Rudy? Hell no.
Sandlot's good.
I guess, like, if we're talking like I'm an old man, you got to show your children 2 of these movies that you remember from childhood. I'd want them to see Space Jam. I'm gonna have to go with Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Remember the
Respectable.
Titans is
Like,
such a great
I'd have
movie.
to. I hate to go that route about thinking about it, but that's the only way I could make that decision.
I might change mine to Remember the Titans and Field of Dreams. I cannot. Field of Dreams is locked for me. I've got a little.
Like, I haven't watched Mighty Ducks in years.
Yeah.
I feel bad
it's a
just
great
not
movie.
even giving them.
I feel like
you
it's
know,
more of a kids movie though. So like you can't watch it like now and have that
Yeah.
same.
But I prefer the second
Thrill
one has
about it.
Keenan in it, right? When it's knuckle puck time, that's the second one. That's not even that one.
Yeah.
The Water Boy is damn good.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be on this list. Completely. You can do it. Like, man. I remember watching that in theaters and everybody dying laughing. And
It's a funny movie.
God, it's so. Or when
is good.
you find out he got his hitting powers from his mother when his daddy shows up. Dude, what LT's, that reminds me of my next point. Don't do drugs. Damn it, dude. I don't know, man.
So I know my time, at
go ahead.
least. I know Moneyball. For
It's a
sure.
good movie.
Moneyball is a great movie. I'm a baseball guy, so
It's almost
maybe a
too
little
good
biased.
of a movie.
It is a
for
great
this list.
movie. And then probably my second one would probably be Remember the Titans.
Like, if you look at
Have
this
you seen
list-
Field of Dreams?
Yeah, I remember I watched it when I was little. Probably when I was like 10 years old.
You need to
I haven't
watch it
watched
again.
I need to watch it
now
again.
that you're older.
Yeah, I need to watch it again.
But like outside of I'm just skipping over Sandlot.
The Sandlot's great.
Sandlot.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to look at which of these are actual good movies and not just ones embedded in our culture that you should see.
Yeah.
Like Moneyball
I mean,
is a really
in all
good
reality,
movie.
is Space Jam like a
No.
really good
No
movie?
way. Bill Murray comes out of nowhere. Da, 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 da.
The best part of the movie?
Like no. But, the fact that he didn't use his real kids and wife, like no. Space Jam is not a actual good movie, but it is so important to our childhood,
Yeah.
you know, and the culture.
It
like-
was an iconic. I
Yeah.
mean, who didn't have the Space Jam sheets, comforter?
you know, it's funny.
Every kid I knew growing up had Space Jam sheets. And
I remember I cheered for the Monstars, you know.
What?
Yeah, dude, I've always done stuff. What? They were awesome.
Dude.
The one who comes in and hits his head on the backboard. They do the spit shine. God, yeah, man. Maybe I'd stop talking so bad about Space Jam. Sandlot's so damn good.
It's a good movie.
Like, if you want to talk about coming to life or coming of age, that's you're in that mixture, let's say, between like elementary school to middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Sandlot's a perfect movie for you because that's the end of that type of stuff. Especially how fast kids are growing nowadays.
Yeah.
I remember watching that movie growing up, and I was like, man, I wish I lived in a neighborhood that had a baseball field to where I could just go and play baseball
Same.
whenever. But
Yeah, I don't.
that doesn't even happen anymore. I don't even think that happens like in big cities anymore.
So long gone are the times I've seen this where, like, let's say Alex and I grew up in the same neighborhood without pre-cell phones. I knew it was time to go outside and play. The only way I could find out is to see whose house had all the bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine being a kid and texting my friends all the time. Hey, what's going on? What y'all trying to do?
We're hopping on the PlayStation and just that's how they talk to their friends now.
I mean,
Well-
Ben's 10 years younger than I am almost, or definitely 10 years
Yeah.
younger than you. He grew up more in that transition stage where when we were kids, it was where are the bikes?
Yeah.
Or in my case, where are the four-wheelers? Because we were in the country and that's what we did things. But you probably grew up more with the having to deal with the being online to find out where your friends
I
are.
never played online games with my friends, actually.
Oh, really?
I always played like single players. We didn't have good internet at my house. But
I
I
can
mean, we had
believe that.
neighbors down the street that had
Tennessee.
kids around
Well,
the same age. So
Listen,
I would go
I'm
down
part
there.
of the age where I remember when we went from dial-up to, what's it called? High-speed internet, basically. Completely different.
Yeah.
Like, no time in Ben's life did he have to download a song, then go to school, and come back and hope the song's downloaded. Pray to God the connection didn't get interrupted.
No, I did.
Get out of here, Ben. Quit
I
trying
was
to-
getting like a megabyte per second at my house.
And, man, I bet you never got the fake Bill Clinton downloads.
I never
you don't know
downloaded
what I'm
music.
talking
I never
about.
downloaded music.
Oh, dude, that's all. What
My
did you
sister-
download then?
I had an iPod, but my sister downloaded all the music. But like, talking about like games like on my iPad or something.
Yeah, Ben, that's a...
iPad. That right there.
We're not talking about the same thing at all.
I wouldn't call myself an iPad kid, but I had one.
What are you, Ben?
I remember when the first iPod came out,
That was
and
the,
it was unbelievable.
that was the
Game
greatest
changer.
gift I've ever gotten. When my mom, dude, it might have been like either the 60 gig, the big boy, for like one. I think it was my senior year of high school, and you couldn't tell me shit. Did you remember the commercial? They're just walking. There was hanging headphones with the colored backgrounds. I could put all the songs I wanted to on there. God, you're right. What a different time. I remember when the Razor hit.
Yeah.
That was
The
a
Razor
big
scooter?
Again, there you go. That's that 10 years, man.
The Razor phone.
A Razor phone?
Now the Razor scooter was a thing too. Now,
Yeah.
I don't want to laugh at
those
all.
were around when I was a kid. So I mean that was a cool.
You had to be. I remember the first time I went down the scooter with no shoes on, and that heat that come from pressing the brakes about tore my foot off. That's a living you learn. Never again.
Talking about childhood. So another pick'em was the best sport to play at recess.
What a great transition that been. That was good. Al, you go first on this.
It's been a while since y'all were in school.
Kind
of old.
Okay, Dick.
We're just gonna stick with these choices here.
Yeah, basketball, kickball, football, or other.
I got other.
What else did you play?
I love playing dodgeball.
Exactly where I'm going. Exactly what I'm choosing.
Now kickball was fun, football was fun, but dodgeball, the days we got to play, baseball player.
Yeah.
And as I got older in school, they didn't let the baseball players play dodgeball.
Or the balls also got smaller.
Yeah.
So it was
hurl them, son.
See, I never was able to play dodgeball like at recess. Like, I mean, sometimes we played it in gym class.
Yeah.
But it was very rare.
Well,
And it
Alex
was
and them
so
age
much
made
fun.
it dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was bad with my age, but essentially you would still be in school with me, so like freshman to senior ratio. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, there's no other sport you could, like, honestly, we weren't playing football. They weren't going to let that happen. Too many girls out there, pipsqueaks. Basketball, I sucked growing up, really didn't get good till like middle
terrible
school.
Basketball.
Kickball, there's nothing worse than really laying into one and that son of a gun's a pop out. It destroys your pride, Pray to God your crushes and watching you just fly out.
And then you got the dumbasses that just lightly tap the bunt.
The bunt.
The
yeah.
Hey,
bunt,
dog, that's
and
part of the game.
I hate it.
That's part of the game.
It's terrible. I hated that part.
Listen, dodgeball's where it's at.
Yeah.
It's one of the few sports while I was growing up where you could still take out what frustration you have on your classmates without really getting in trouble.
You can have beef with somebody and you go pop them in the head and you feel a lot better.
I have once playing dodge. Well, we also had cone sweep. You know what that is? It's just like dodgeball, except for the goal is to knock over like these two cones on the side.
I think I remember that. Yeah,
I like that more than dodgeball, but I didn't know if y'all know. I know Ben wouldn't, but I remember purposely just throwing the dodgeball at the back of one of my teammates' heads, just because I was pissed at him. Bam! Like, damn, dude, why'd you get in the way? Tore him up. And you, my big ass, back in the day, there's no book on how to flirt with girls for young boys.
No,
and there shouldn't be.
No,
but I mean, we don't know how. So, it was like, let me be physical with this girl, being rough.
let me peg her in the head with a dodgeball.
Then she'll know I like her, and the girl grows up hating you, and you're like, why? You don't remember how evil you made my life at recess? It's like, girl, I was flirting, but yeah, I definitely hit some girls in the butt with the dodgeball, hit them in the head. What?
Are you serious,
dude?
Are you serious? You were doing that?
I hate the way you just used that. I thought I was coming through again. Yeah,
you
man.
You cannot be doing that.
I'm saying,
especially
you
nowadays.
don't know how to flirt. I don't know. Nowadays, there's so much damn easy access porn. I figured it'd be different. But me, I didn't know what to do. I'm just gonna hit the girl in the head with this dodgeball. Yeah, I like you. They're just pegging her. Yeah, you're out though.
I feel like that's not the way to flirt. A guy to flirt with a girl. Girls definitely flirt that way though.
I don't know.
Girls
I was a
would do
kid. What?
Well, I mean, you remember Hey Arnold,
Helga?
and she was mean as hell to Arnold, and that she liked him.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like girls are mean to the guys they like. So
and
it makes
what's
sense
funny?
for a girl to do that to you. But
I
not
never
for
put it
you
that
to
way.
do it to a
I
girl.
definitely had a friend tell me, "Oh, I liked you growing up," and I remember that you joked on me all the damn time.
Yeah,
and it's really hard to joke back on females too.
Yeah.
Because I'm a jokester, but once a girl gets on me, it's like, what can you do? You look like an asshole. That's funny though. How did you flirt, Ben? If you were doing that flirting at a young age? Well, I won't say flirting, but knowing that you like someone and didn't know how to, express it. You're just a kid.
I can't say that I ever really mastered it well, even to this day. I'm not gonna sit here and brag and pretend to be
Like
some kind of master.
some type of
talking to the
love
women.
guru. You
Yeah.
know, I speak the language of women. I get what you're saying. I'm not mad at it.
I just say it's a case by case.
You're right. That was good. That was so damn good.
I remember in like elementary school, like 4th, 5th grade, into like 6th and 7th in middle school, you would just have other people go out and like ask, like, "Hey, this dude likes you. You want to go out with him?"
Yeah.
I do
That's how it
remember that a
was.
lot now. That age.
We also had the cootie catchers that we would listen to. Do you like so and so? You know, do
Yeah.
those things. Flip
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
No, you're like, damn it, I really liked her, but I guess this cootie catcher
One
actually
time
knows
in,
my feelings.
in middle school, they did a school wide matching thing, like to match you
What?
with somebody. Yeah,
Jesus.
like every single person in the
Tennessee.
school took a survey, and
How
then
many of
they
y'all,
did like the results or whatever. Like you match with this person the best, and it was like your top 3 or whatever.
How many of y'all match with farm animals? That's a Tennessee joke.
He can't help it. There's nothing he can do.
Oh man.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, dude, I'm starting to sweat. It's getting
It's getting a little warm.
It was freezing, but I got this hat on too. That was some good talk.
I think it was a pretty good little episode there.
That's funny though.
Let's get you close.
But you never. I know you never mastered the female ways. You know, it's just a case by case. But how was it?
What do you mean?
Like, I won't say flirting, but knowing that you liked a girl. Like, how can I show this girl that I like her? Because nobody went to their father for that. Like, Dad, how do I? You know, you're just a young kid. You
Yeah, no,
just
you're not
now
asking
know.
your dad. No.
No. I guess it was feats of strength.
Here's another one for you. Then, did you ever have the sex talks with your parents,
Hell no.
or did they try to have it with you? You know what I'm saying?
I think it was more they tried, and it was more about, look, we're not doing this.
My mom's gonna watch this and then probably gonna say, "I did try and tell you, but you didn't listen."
No,
At one point, and
that's got to
I'm
be
like,
tough
"I
for a
have no idea
parent.
what you're talking about."
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being easier growing up. Well, I guess.
But nowadays it sucks because you've got to have that talk earlier and earlier and earlier
Because of the internet.
That's what I'm
because
saying, yeah.
of the access they have on their little phone.
You got to think back then. You'd having that sex talk. You having that sex talk with your son, who's going to probably stay in this county the rest of his life.
Yeah.
See the same 18 girls his age. You know, doesn't have Instagram to see these models. The girls who are in that county don't have Instagram to see other dudes.
Yeah.
So it's probably a lot easier. You know, nowadays, you gotta have that talk one day,
Scary.
but
Scary stuff.
how do you start that off?
Don't know. Cross that bridge when we get there.
What do you think is the best route? To
gonna come
come in
sooner
with objects, or just get,
No, I don't think objects are going to be.
or just get right into it?
I think it's just approach it with, hey, look, I know this is, I don't know, man.
Get a
Trust me, it's
magazine.
one of the many things that you begin thinking about and worrying about when
You got
become
about 12
father.
years to figure it out.
I don't know if it's even
Jesus
that long.
Christ, 12?
Yeah.
Dog, nobody's having a sex talk at 12,
That's what I was just saying. I feel like
Depends on when you get your
nowadays-
phone.
dude.
And you got to
No.
think about the other
You're
children.
right. But girls normally hit puberty before guys. So there's some dudes out there pounding out at 12.
I'm not
Man.
saying that it's necessarily that's what's happening, which I guarantee you that it is.
Yeah, no.
But there are degenerate parents who are going to raise little degenerate children,
Yeah, this is America. You're allowed to raise those pieces of
and you've got to be on the defense. You know what I
shit.
mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You want to get ahead of it. Let's
Right.
go ahead and set up the full court press.
Let's be
Before we
informed.
get to half court.
Let's be informed and know,
I like it.
and then
I would have went that the
way
wrong
prepared.
way. Like, hey, me and your mother heard, your friend Beth Ann, she's getting taken down through there. No.
That's not the way to go.
My parents never talked to me about it. My uncle tried to one day.
Oh man,
It's like my senior year of high school. Like, my name's in the paper and stuff like that. I remember where we were at. TGI Fridays.
Oh, my God.
I think I'm getting TGI Fridays. I used to love the Jack Daniels ribs, barbecue ribs. And he's trying to have the sex talk with me, and I'm just like, Uncle, listen, we don't have to go any further. Make this more awkward. This is
It's
a
even
done
more
deal.
awkward that is your uncle.
My uncle, he's younger.
Okay.
He's closer to my age than my parents are. But I that's when I remember the talk, and it was like, dude, we're past that.
That was set up by your parents.
You think so?
Absolutely.
They said, I think it was initially, well, you're probably right. It was supposed to be like, hey, I know you're getting ready to take these visits, make your decision on college. And that's how it started. Somehow it got, moved there, and it was like,
Yeah. No,
Is
that
that
was
what-
set up.
Because normally after a kid loses, that card, their mannerism changed. Or your mannerism changes. And the thing about me, mine did not. Like, you ever see a guy go from before and then after, and he's completely different. Like, toys are no longer fun. Video games are no longer fun. It's all about what the girl's like. Mine was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
just gonna keep doing what I like to do.
Yeah, that's basically me.
Ben, I highly doubt that, Wizard King, whatever your online name was.
I just remember my mom's going to watch this. Shit.
I know, I keep thinking because I want to say some things, but ever since you said that, I've slowed down. I wonder, what do your parents think of me? Because they haven't been on with old Al here, or they haven't seen
They definitely
Al
think
on.
you're funny. I know that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, people have been telling me the banter between me and you was fantastic. And, I mean, yeah, it was funny.
Well,
You're a funny guy, Tom.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It
Not
was
as
even better
funny
with
as cute.
John.
I still
Chiming
maintain
in
that
for
we've
the
got to get cute.
Old guy.
He doesn't want to be on the screen.
I know he doesn't want to be, but we're doing a disservice to the rest of the world
So,
by not bringing him in.
Ben, I mean, I guess we're getting close to that time. I didn't want to address it really, but we've got to talk about our playoff picks and where
Oh, my God.
we're at right now.
No, okay. Well, so we'll go over the list. Our preseason, by the way, preseason college football playoff picks. So for me, Ben, I had
For me, Ben.
Alabama, Clemson, Michigan, and Texas A&M. 3 out of the 4 are looking okay.
Yeah, there's one hell no.
One's like bad. And then Thomas had Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma. So we both have like 3 out of the 4 that could possibly be a good pick. And then there's just that one outlier.
Why didn't you pick
Why
Tennessee?
the hell did you pick them? Because, I wasn't expecting Tennessee to be
Have a LSU 2019 year?
have that type of year. I knew we were going to be good. I mean, I knew Hendon Hooker was going to be in the Heisman running, but I didn't think that we would go out and be 7-0 right now.
Yeah.
I thought we would drop like maybe 1 or 2 games. I thought we could go to New Year's Six Bowl, but I didn't think we'd make it to the playoff.
Ohio State's going to get through their season healthy and probably win it this year. The fact that they haven't won it more often, that has something to say about Ryan Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I understand what they want to say. Whether in the Big 12,
Big Ten.
Big 10, statistically, it's a good conference. But, I mean, it's Ohio State, and it's not even close to anybody
So Ohio State and Michigan, that's the only 2 teams in the Big Ten that are
I'm not
like,
even
worth
putting
the shit.
Michigan and Ohio State same sentence.
Both undefeated.
But
Yeah.
it's Michigan.
Until
The
Harbaugh
winner-
can beat Ohio State, I mean, they're not. They
he won it
shouldn't-
last year.
The winner of that
That's
game is going to the playoff.
Yeah, no doubt.
For sure.
Ohio State is honestly too good as talent-wise to even have like a slip up with that schedule. Like Michigan State. I mean, come on.
Let's talk about.
What's the coach's name who stole that money?
I don't know.
Michigan State?
Yeah,
Yeah,
used to be the defensive coordinator
Yeah,
at Georgia.
Mel Tucker.
Mel
Yeah,
Tucker.
yeah,
Mel Tucker. Hey, you want to learn how to get some money and not do anything with it. Mel Tucker's your guy.
Let's talk about our bad picks, though. So you had Oklahoma, Thomas.
Yeah.
Well, how's that?
So that conference is ass.
Big 12,
I figured Oklahoma would just run through it no matter.
Even with the new coach
I like.
and their quarterback.
Who
leaving?
could have seen them falling as far as, I mean, was
If
Lincoln Riley really that good
No, I don't think so.
that, they fallen off
he's
this
keeping
bad?
USC up right now.
I forgot.
they had a good year.
There's no way they leave an undefeated USC team out.
They're not undefeated. They lost to
Yeah.
Utah.
Have they lost?
They
Oh,
lost
that's
to
right.
Utah.
Good call. Well, I mean, Oklahoma, what's his name? Vrabels? Absolute Brent Vrabels, is that his name?
I think so.
Venables?
Absolute Venables.
Venables.
Dude was a stud defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He always legit had an Alabama stopping plan, which is hard without the players. Clemson didn't have half the players. LSU, we play every year. I'd say less than Auburn, we play every year. Georgia and SEC championship don't even have half that talent on that team, but he would always have a scheme that would always, would work against. So I figured he would, keep it going.
Good defensive coach, maybe not a great head coach.
I give him 2 years.
Yeah.
To see that.
you got to give him at least one more.
Because you got to think, with the new transfer portal, they lost, some of the bigger players.
I mean, preseason pick-wise, though, these are pretty solid. I would say that Thomas's was probably the better of the two. I still think you're going to have Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, and probably Clemson.
Yeah.
I think Clemson, for sure, right now is a lock, pretty much.
They've already gone to their high game.
Schedule-wise, that's what I'm saying. They're pretty much a lock, as long as they don't slip
Now, they
off
were
big
complaining
time.
about the refs against that game against Syracuse. There was
I watched it.
Oh, yeah, I watched that game.
calls.
Yeah, there was some stuff that could have went Syracuse's way that didn't.
I think Georgia's going to get Tennessee, and that'll be.
I need Tennessee to win that game so bad.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, I want them to.
I would rather play Tennessee than Georgia in the SEC championship.
Georgia, they're not. I mean, granted, it's damn near a home game for them, but it won't be the same.
It's revenge
type as
either
last
way, though.
year. Right. I just want Tennessee again.
Yeah.
You just brought LSU's championship year. We never saw them again.
Yeah.
I would have loved to. But
Well, let's talk about my bad pick, Texas A&M, right now.
Yeah,
To be in the playoff. I mean, preseason they were number 6 in the country.
and they bought all their players. They
bought a bunch of players.
I don't have any problem with this being a preseason pick.
And now it's just
and listen, dog, they're all
shit
going to
the complete
transfer,
bed.
Yep.
and we'll probably pick up a couple.
Yep.
So thanks, Jimbo, for that. Whiny little
there's
bitch.
They
Sorry.
almost beat y'all though.
Huh?
Just throwing that in.
Listen, it's part of the Bama thing. Teams play us, and
we get everybody's
Bama
best
always
game.
gets
they
everybody's
won't
best
play
game.
another game the same.
Yes.
I've watched Texas A&M through all year. I haven't seen any of that pre-motion, really, because Jimbo's thing was keep the ball from him. We're explosive, mostly because of Bryce. Keep the ball away from them. Run some pre-snap motions. Let's get their eyes moving, then do something. Hadn't done that since. Hadn't done it since. Staying with Sarkisian. Do you remember that first play he came out with against us? I mean, that's impossible to stop. Now Texas lost, 3 games?
They have 3 losses now.
Like, dude, get out of here. Like, when you focus on us too much and you lose your own identity. Like Sam Pittman. He was out here saying, oh, man, they wear their jerseys just like us. That whole deal. They're not in our head. Yes, they are. When you say something
Mike
like
Leach
that,
at least admitted to it. You hear what he said? Something about if you want to scare our players, put them in a crimson jersey.
that to me is more in the coach's head than the players. For you to go out of your way to say something like that means it's already.
Yeah, it's
in your head.
Mike Leach though.
Did you also hear what
He
Mike
is a
Leach
goofball.
said?
Or you're talking about Sam Pittman
After the
what he
game?
said.
Well, both of them are goofballs. I like Pittman a little more.
I think Mike Leach was hilarious. I don't think he's all there. I think
No, he's not. Did you hear what he said at the press conference after the Bama game about his dinosaur hands or whatever?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
He's basically saying that his players' hands are going to fall off.
He's
in the
worried
next
because of
generation
Worried about their
Eventually.
kids.
because the receivers can't catch the damn ball.
It's so great.
But
That's
that's
hilarious.
another thing that you have to deal with. Like, all those teams, we're just going to go for them 4th down every time. We won't do it against anybody else, and they're losing by damn 20. If Arkansas had that same onside kick mentality that they play with us, they wouldn't be as bad. It just sucks to see these teams play like dog shit after they give us the game of their lives. Because the same thing happens every year. Bama, who have they played? Nobody. You can't go to somebody who's like making the ratings and say, yeah, but they played different against us.
Yeah.
It's like,
And they
no,
do. Every
that-
team that plays
No,
different.
that doesn't matter. They just got thunderstroked by, LSU,
They just got
I think the only
beat by
game-
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Alabama,
Yeah.
got matched up pretty well against was Tennessee. But, our
Oh,
receivers,
those were 2 good football teams.
Yeah, our receivers just absolutely destroyed y'all's secondary.
And utterly making no adjustments. It was like,
Yes, that too.
how are we going to let this keep beating?
Pretty
If
much
Gary
every single
Danielson can
touchdown
bring
was
it
a
up,
deep ball to Jalen Hyatt.
all y'all's touchdowns were under 2 minutes,
Yeah.
which is, that
Big
lets you
plays.
know, big plays.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Hopefully, the thing is, I'm hoping Kirby could show a way to slow it down. But if you remember Kirby at Bama, absolutely struggled with Gus Malzahn's offense.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Oh, dude.
That gives me some hope.
That's why Gus stayed at Auburn as long as he did.
Kirby could not stop Gus's offense to save his life. And they had half the talent that y'all have on offense. Outside of running back.
We haven't even had our best receiver in the game since week 2.
That's actually bad.
I know. Or week 3, actually.
Y'all, you
I
probably
mean,
want him
he's coming back against Kentucky, and then hopefully by Georgia, he's like 100% ready to go, and he's going to hopefully be a big impact on it.
No, dude. We've all seen how that happens. If he didn't, it's going to mess up the chemistry, which is a positive. So
They've built
please.
around what they've got.
Yeah, please hurry up. Hurry his ass back up.
Yeah. All right. I think
man.
we need to cut it there. It's been a long episode. Probably
Alex,
one of our longest we've ever had.
Please take us out.
All right, guys. Well, I guess that'll wrap up this episode of the Don Wayne podcast. We'll catch you guys. Who knows when? Probably next week.
Yeah, we got to get back on schedule. You know, things are getting more stressful. Tell them where you can get that sweet jersey.
Oh, yeah, we got this sweet Haddonfield jersey. RetroCityThreads.com. We'll drop a link in the bio on the YouTube so you can get it for yourself. You got the back here, 78. You can also get it customized with your name and number. I don't know why you would. You just get Myers 78. That's what you want.
It's a great jersey.
It is a good jersey.
Be sure to follow us
on the social medias.
TikTok. Utah. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Instagram.
The DW Pod.
At the DW Pod. And
Utah.
we'll catch you next week.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.